Welcome to Mint, Money Made Simple. Tonight, we are talking about a global phenomenon that unites us all, football. Across the globe, major tournaments and thriving local leagues generate billions in revenue. From the footballers to the technical bench, vendors and stadium workers, a single football match sparks a chain reaction that has the potential to enrich and employ young people. So how does a beautiful game like football strengthen and invigorate the economy? We'll break down the numbers and show how our passion for the sport builds a better financial future. Stay with us. Mint starts now.
Also on Mint, Chan Fever, how the tournament delivered a massive win for Kenya's economy and youth. Moving house, discover how modern moving companies bring structure to the chaos of moving and what truly drives moving costs. Building smart, why a quantity surveyor is your secret weapon in construction. A gym with no name, how Munyi Karevi's business survived the pandemic and thrived.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Mola, kila siku nikucheza mola, make more bila stress. Mola, kila siku waste mola, make more bila stress.
In August, Kenya was among the 3 countries that hosted the Chan tournament. From the roar of the crowd and thrill of the game, there was a significant economic ripple effect. In our Money Move segment, we'll dive into the numbers and the real money in the business of sports.
Spend it, save, invest.
Chan 2024 isn't just about vibes or Harambee Stars goals. It's big money. But how much is Kenya making from hosting? The tournament captivated the country, benefiting everyone from event staff and vendors to the Harambee Stars players. Beyond the excitement on the pitch, a broader wave of economic impact swept across diverse groups.
Kenya hosting Chan imeleta macho yote tu kwa pitch zetu. There was a lot of rivalry between these East African countries. Kulikuwa hadi na banter between Tanzania, Uganda online, and that translated into the fans now wanting to go and cheer their team on.
I think it brings people together because I feel football is one thing that unites most people. For a minute, you get to forget your troubles.
Each Harambee Stars player already pocketed 5 million shillings from their 3 wins and 1 draw in the group stage, courtesy of President William Ruto.
Na hiyo ilikuwa ina motivate my players mbaya juu unachikia kwa game we'd actually chant that when we felt like they were losing. Kama wana lose energy, tunawakumbusha what they are playing for.
The team also secured 2-bedroom homes through the Affordable Housing Initiative, with government funding of 1 million shillings per home, matched by players in full or through a 20-year mortgage. Alongside these individual benefits, the team's overall success also translated into significant financial rewards. Officially, the quarter-final qualification earned the team $450,000, approximately 58 million Kenya shillings in prize money.
The boys really tried and even go to the quarterfinals being knocked out on penalties. Hiyo imetushow tukiendelea kuinvest in talent as the very first thing that will be the foundation of these players coming through these pathways na wanajitokezea na wana show talent out to the world. Quality football, quality pitches, especially at Kasarani and Nyayo, these structures ikiwa possible and the talent iko hapo, fans will want to pay to see this quality.
Chan winners Morocco took home the new trophy and $3.5 million, approximately 451 million shillings in prize money.
Chan can definitely inspire young people to pursue football. Kupasufuta tukiwa watoi iko inaangaliwa kama kitu lucrative, like kutambiwa pana wewe focus on maybe kuwa daktari, focus on the traditional careers kama mwalimu nini.
Takes a deflection, it's come the way of Ogam. Ogam turns left, fires home.
For a young person kuangalia Ryan Ogam, that can be me maybe in 10 years, that can be me in 6 years if I put in effort and apply my talent in inspire these young players could envision in that specific position.
But the real story isn't the prize pot. Off the pitch, Tickets sold out in hours, with resellers flipping them for 5 to 10 times the price.
Outside the stadium, you'd find vendors selling the small flags and the scarves, the bracelets, and even jerseys. If you didn't have a jersey and you wanted to feel part of the moment, you can buy jersey yako just outside the stadium. And then within the stadium, kulikuwa na the vendors who will sell from cooked food to snacks to even coffee and sodas.
Tickets were quite affordable, and then the snacks weren't as expensive. Well, you weren't allowed to get into the stadium with any snacks from outside, so you got to purchase them inside.
Vendors were thriving. Thousands of Kenyan youth worked as stewards and event staff. So let's run the numbers. Prize money between the group stages and quarters, that's already over 170 million shillings circulating. Ticket sales, with 30,000 fans per match, VIP at 500 shillings, regular at 300 shillings, and at least 10 full matches, that's a minimum of 100 million shillings in official sales. Informal hustle, 10,000 vendors earning 2,000 shillings each day for 14 days. That's 280 million shillings in the streets. Youth employment, 5,000 staff, each earning 1,500 shillings daily for 14 days, is equivalent to about 105 million shillings.
The aspect of tourism, we had people from different countries visiting our country, and that brought like more of boost economically for us as a nation.
These great competitions being held in Kenya can definitely inspire the arts. And we saw that through the amazing content being created on TikTok and Instagram and all the other social media platforms. And even further from that, we have even artists like Zuchu, Savara, creating and performing wonderful music on this grand stage. And so all these other fans seeing that, one is inspired, knowing that at the end of the day, there's a great stage and opportunity for them to showcase their talent.
Add it all up, and Chan 2024 could have injected over 700 million shillings into the Kenyan economy, a sum that demonstrates the scale of these combined effects.
The next Chan, the next AFCON, when it's come Kenya, they'll get businesses that are ready for them. In terms of fan culture, I feel like that has really shaped Kenya's image. And further from that, in terms of infrastructure, we actually hosted the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, who inspected Talanta Stadium, which will be used for AFCON.
The country isn't as bad as we think it is. We're actually positioned very nicely in East Africa and maybe in Africa, that we can actually be known for something nice.
The bottom line, Chan isn't just football. It's jobs, hustle, and national pride. Proof that when the whistle blows, the economy scores too.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
Shifting focus from sports to home life, moving house can be hectic and time-consuming, but moving companies now simplify the process. Costs depend on the volume, distance, and accessibility of the house. We'll spotlight key tips to help you move smoothly and keep your wallet happy.
Moving into a new house is an exciting chapter that offers the prospect of a fresh start and new beginnings. However, it can be a stressful and exhausting experience, even for the most organized. This is why hiring professional movers is a convenient, efficient, and stress-free option.
This is the second time I've experienced using a moving company, but previously, before, I remember moving would be a whole week's affair. You'd start by moving things that aren't a necessity in the house, slowly, and at that time you only have one means of transport, maybe your car, and like if you're lucky you can get a truck, but it was a really slow, but I don't know, maybe slightly painful experience. But once we switched to a moving company, things that would take you that week could take a day, and it's predominantly not done by you. You're just there to help maybe facilitate on what you need to be placed where.
Moving is a process that comes with unavoidable expenses. The cost will depend on several considerations, the first being an assessment of the amount and types of belongings to be moved.
Prior to the actual move, you have to tell them maybe how many bedrooms you have, things that you have in the house. Let's say this amount of electronics, this amount of couches, a lot of these different things that you don't necessarily look at on the day-to-day, but it actually factors because of the size.
What happens in a physical assessment? This is very simple. We normally inquire information about your origin house. So we will send someone whom we call move consultant. He or she will come to your house and they will check the items that you want to move. They will do what we call estimated volume calculations. They'll do the collection of each and every room and then feed where they're supposed to feed, come up with a summary of this is what the client is supposed to be moving and the total estimated volume. We call it estimated because it might not be actual. So that estimation will guide us in doing the quotation. It will guide us in preparing the move plan. It will guide us in so many aspects of the move.
The other considerations are the resources the moving company are going to use in the move, which include a truck and labor.
So all those resources again also affect the cost of how much I'm going to charge for you to move from point A to point B.
Distance is also one of the most significant factors that determine how much the move will cost.
When you're moving across maybe from Nairobi to say Eldoret, I will not charge the same for a person moving from here to Kileleshwa.
Accessibility to your house will also play a big part in calculating the overall cost. Moving is a demanding process, but for peace of mind and extra cost, it's prudent to take up moving insurance or goods in transit insurance to protect your belongings while they're in transit. Should any damage, such as breakage or loss, occur to your valuables, the insurance company will ensure that you are reimbursed.
There are some companies who are able to do that, to offer the GIT, the goods in transit insurance. There are some, I tend to think they are not able. So what they will do, they will just, I'll charge you the move, then go look for your own insurance, or I'll charge you the move and I also look for insurance for you, then you pay the charges. So sometimes that happens. There are other good professional companies that understand the essence of peace of mind of this client, and what they will do, they will maybe engage an insurance company and know how to go about that platform.
Moving companies transform moving day mayhem into smooth sailing. With these essential tips, your move will feel effortless and your wallet will thank you. Let's take a short break.
Coming up, a gym with no name. How Munyi Kareidi's business survived the pandemic and thrived.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Moolah, kila siku waste that moolah. Make more bila stress.